Oh, bother.
Hello my friends, and welcome back to another episode of Shifting Sands, our Araby Let's Play in Immortal Empires Expanded. Now, last time we seized control of Aqaba, and it was definitely a different kind of city than we expected it to be. That said, we have more work to do today. We've got to seize the great desert of Araby as well as the town of Sud. Now, hopefully they're not going to be wielding the same kind of power as the last town, but we don't know. It looks like the great desert of Araby is going to have a substantial amount of ogres, just like the last one, so we're going to have to be very careful. And hopefully Sud will just fall to pieces, which is the goal, right? Now, looking at what we can do with this city, what we're going to really need to do is invest into the city watch. Well, I take that back. Let's actually invest into camel paddocks. That's going to help us substantially down here.
Commander of Jinns.
Especially since I want the southern portion to be more of the... Well, I want it to be more of the nomadic structure of our empire. Or I should say our kingdom. We're not really empire building, not this time around. Now, taking a greater look at the surrounding situation, once we take this, we'll have a pretty substantial chunk of land. We'll be protected on our western border by our dwarven allies, and then at some point we're going to have to go ahead and move on up into Kafir. Finally, we're going to have to take Lashik and the Sorcerer's Islands before we eventually turn and take down, well, the followers of Nagash, led by Arkan the Black. So, we've got a lot of work to do. Enough strategizing, let's get to it. The first thing that we need to do is give everybody upgrades. So, that was a horrifying battle for Haji's troops, and they're going to take some time to recover. We're going to help them along with that by giving them logistician. Now, looking at Ziad, he did finish his caravan, so that's great. We've got hidden stores for him. Well, I take that back. Let's go with cargo capacity for him instead. And then, let's see what else we can do. Oh, I didn't realize that we had finished... No, we haven't finished tribal rights. We're going to finish tribal rights. We do have more unassigned skills.
Araby.
Sultan Jaffar didn't really do much, but he still got an upgrade. So let's do what we talked about and give him inspiring presence. Wazar, the Cruel, did do quite a bit of work. He brought down the enemy leader, and so we're going to give him full plate armor to make him even tougher. That's gonna really be it. Let's take a look at some construction around the empire. I keep calling it the empire, around the kingdom. It is time to get some siege workshops online, but instead of doing that, that's right, we're not going to go with the siege workshop here. We're going to go with the slave gate. And then over here, we're going to go with the field hospital. That's going to take a good chunk of our income, so let's make sure that we don't have anything else we can build. These could be upgraded and give us more income while we're at it. So let's do that. See if there's any more financial upgrades that we can get. That's not really going to help our finances. Oh, that's not us yet.
Commander of Jinns.
Again, that's not really going to help us right this second. So it's time to go ahead and get those camel archers. not really much else going on right this second. Although some extra control wouldn't hurt. We've got a ton of control coming in right here. So, like I said, let's go with that. And then build up this army just a little bit more.
The sun rises.
Get some more warriors in there.
You stand before the Sultan.
And I'm honestly quite pleased that Arkan is, well, that he's doing so well. I just want him to hold long enough. He doesn't have to hold forever. I just don't want him to lose to the... Uh-oh. I forgot about the caravan. So, let's undo one of those buildings.
Commander of Jin.
We'll go with the stables for now. And let's get that caravan dispatched. We're going to invest fully. And then... let's see, what can we do? Who do we send finances to? Or get finances from? It's very tempting to go all the way up to Miragliano. 5,000 gold is hard to pass up. So that's the path that we're going to take. Let's go for it. Hopefully we don't get ambushed again on the sea. Time to dispatch. I don't see any pirates this time, but they can come out of nowhere. And that's going to be it for this turn. I'll see you in the next one. Alright, and jumping back in, it's time to start moving. I know it's a little soon, but
the Serpent Lord.
We got to keep going before these guys get any stronger. It's going to suck not having a full cavalry complement, but that's part of it. Now, let's see. We'll march as far to our border as possible. And then we'll go into encampment stance. I'm going to allow Haji to rest one more turn because he has a bigger job ahead of him. He's going to have to bring down Sud. And, well, he doesn't have a full army to do so. Not anymore. Now, let's take a look up at Bakir.
Devoted to Araby.
I don't see any pirates up here, which is good. We'll get some more bowmen for him.
Devoted
and then,
to Araby.
I think it's finally time to invest in those stables. Unless we can get a... No, we cannot. We're going to need 4,000 gold to invest in the upgrade of one of our towns. So, we will do that, but first things first, let's go ahead and get that stable. Gets even more camel warriors. And who else can we get from there? Camel Jezzails. That's going to be really good to have. Okay, and that's going to be it for this turn. I know it's a short one, but, you know, they can't all be long, right? And we're back again. It is time to attack the Great Desert of Araby, and it looks like Scrus Swagger Chops, which I love that name, by the way, is moving to Sud. He believes that he can stop Haji himself.
End their infantile existence.
But this is where we're going to lay it down, so let's get on into it. As Jaffar looked out onto another settlement that did not belong to the ogres, he felt disgusted. Disgusted that his people had even let these foreigners in to occupy territory that was his. Yes, they believed he was dead, but it didn't matter. They should have fought harder. They would fight today.
Ogres is getting hurt!
As the Arabian soldiers engulfed the city, the ogres did well just to maintain. They knew that they didn't have enough troops to hold this city, and yet they were going to try nevertheless. At one point in the battle, the ogres actually broke through the Arabian lines, sending some of the Arabians fleeing and others flying. However, this would turn out to be a mistake for the ogres, as Jaffar did not have the patience for such a move. And just like that, the ogres had had enough. The battle was all but over. And the city was Arabian. And with that, the city is ours. We'll go ahead and, ooh, sacking it would be nice. We could use that gold to fund our expansion elsewhere, so let's do it. We're gonna sack it.
The Serpent Lord.
And then we're gonna
Suffer
take the
not
Great Desert.
Fool to live. Commander of Jin. Commander of Jin.
Now, if the Great Desert had more than just these two settlements, or these two buildings, then I would have allowed the ogres to keep it. But I want to be able to recruit troops from them. And I'm not going to be able to do that, or at least good troops, if I don't have at least one good settlement for them.
Commander of Jin. Lord and Master.
Now,
The
looking
Serpent
at our situation elsewhere,
Devoted to Araby.
we're going to do a little bit more recruiting. Well, no. How? What did I just pour
Commander of
funding
Jin.
into? Oh, the secluded oasis. We will do the secluded oasis. We will. But not right this second. It's time to enhance... Which one has... Yeah. It's time to enhance the Pools of Despair. We're going to get those extra landmarks. I'm not even sure what exactly they do. Let's take a look at them. Plus 400 income, plus 20 relations with Zinch, plus 10% research rate. That's fantastic. I love it. And then we get medicinal plants as a resource from this one. Plus 1 control faction wide, plus 8 control here, plus 5 growth faction wide. Those are absolutely worth it. So we're going to hold on to those. And when we actually build them, we'll read the flavor text on them.
The Serpent Lord. Devoted to
Okay,
Araby.
and Haji is going to get one more turn before he starts moving west. And
Wizard
perhaps it would be
Supreme
best
of
if
Araby.
they went ahead and did this together. But we'll maintain for now. Now I wish that
Commander of Jin.
we could get a like actual desert lore. I guess we could do like a lore of Jin Lord and just pop him here in the Great Desert just to have somebody here. Not sure if that's something we're going to actually do or not,
Lord
but
and
it might
Master.
be cool and thematic to do.
You stand before the Sultan.
Now let's get back to talking about what kind of units we're going to recruit from here. Some more camel lancers might be good. But I'm also thinking we need more... we need some spearmen in this army. We're going to be going up against the forces of... well, we're going to be going up against a bunch of knights, so we need to take care of them. And it looks like the knights have actually done some good work pushing the followers of Nagash into nothing. It kind of seems that way. Let's take a look at the diplomacy real quick. Yeah, they've got nothing. So that's a little scary. Let's take a look at the Chevaliers.
For Britannia!
They're also pretty well weakened. So as soon as we take Sud, we should march on
The lady's
Rapunzel,
command!
take her down right then and there, and then allow the Northern Army
Lord
to
and Master.
deal with Kofur. Now we might be putting ourselves in a bit of a situation. I'm sure that Mogan the Flame is loyal to the Chevaliers. I'm pretty certain
What
they are.
news?
Yeah. So we're going to be in a full-fledged war as soon as we declare on Rapons, but we're gonna have to do it quickly if we want to do it at all.
Commander of Jinns.
And we do have a commandment available. We'll do unit recruitment gain per turn plus 50. That's an awesome one, but it's not really going to help us here. Income from all buildings, not really going to help us here either. I guess the only thing that we can really do is growth and control, because those are going to be important here.
Commander of Jinn.
I mean, there's really nothing that happens in the Great Desert of Araby. It's just going to help us with the, you know, sandstorm attrition, I guess. Now, if it would allow us to summon sandstorms, that would be fantastic. I'd really love that. That said, I haven't really experienced a sandstorm yet, so who knows. But that's going to be the end of this turn, so I'll see you in the next one. And finally, our tribal rights have been recognized. That research is done, so let's go ahead and... Oh, and good. We got a caravan completed as well. Truth behind the myth. I know that all Total War players love the sound of that. Let's see, what is that going to give us? Melee attack plus 5 for enchanted ropes, genie, desert spirit. That's great. We don't have any of those right now. At least not in our main armies. A research rate of plus 10 would be pretty solid. But we haven't done anything on this one. So let's take a look what this can lead to. Missile strength. Okay, let's see what else we've got. We could go back into Savage Ways. We haven't really gone into Gunpowder just yet. I think that research rate and trade from tariffs is going to help us out. So we're going to go with that for now. Continue slowly growing this army.
As the sun rises.
And surprisingly, the Crusaders have not taken the Wizard Palace yet. I wonder if it's just that it's so... No, it's weak. So why aren't they taking it? Look, I'm not mad about it. I'm just like, dude, make a move. Actually, it looks like Rapons has moved back north. Her army is weakened. I do wish that we had enough soldiers up here to really challenge her. But I'm pretty sure she'd wipe out Bakir, so we don't really want to do that. We're going to continue to grow the army, and now we can grow it even more. So, I say some more camel lancers would do us really well here. Actually, I take that back. They will do us well, but let's go ahead and finish recruiting our spears. And then the rest will probably be camel lancers and then some camel archers. We could go into perfumery. That's going to increase our income. And man, that slave income is fantastic. But we've got to start working on ways to not lose so many. We'll probably get the slave pens going somewhere in the cracked land, if not down here. But that is not what we're focused on right now. What we're focused on is taking down the Sud camp. So let's have Haji focus on that right now. He should be able to take it down by himself. Yeah, this one's going to be an easy one, so let's go ahead and get into it. Looking at the camp, Haji felt a renewed vigor. A renewed purpose, if you will. Yes, he was there at the leisure of the Great Sultan, but the Great Sultan was not breathing down his throat. He could finally take his time, and perhaps even save some lives of his men. Only time would tell. As the Arabians arrived at the encampment's edge, they knew they only had one plan. Capture the square and move into the base. This time, they would do so in a means that suited intelligent people. Not the fools that they had been forced into being.
They're shooting the tribe! We're being shot!
As the second wave of troops moved in, the Arabians knew that they were going to secure this town, this encampment rather. What they didn't know was how many more lives it would cost. At that moment, Haji ordered his bloodied soldiers back and his fresh troops to advance. He was going to prove today that he knew exactly how to win a battle and how to do it without losing half of his army. Of course, Haji wasn't without complete foolishness, as he charged into a horde of ogres on his own, thinking himself maybe a little too invincible after his last few battles. He quickly learned his lesson from that. As the Arabian army moved forward to capture the city, they believed all of their enemies defeated. And this was true, for the most part. All but one. Giving his troops one last bit of vigor, he led the final charge, only to be summarily put down as his troops abandoned him for the final time. And another decisive victory for us. And fighting with Araby seems to be like fighting with Skaven. Like, you're just going to accept that you have losses incoming. We're not pardoning anybody. We're going to take them on as captives and slaves, of course.
Commander of Jin.
And now it is time to march on
Kill
Sud
them
itself.
all.
Scruss Swagger Chops is,
Just what
well,
I
he's going
need.
down.
Another mess to clean. Suffer not the fool
And while
to live.
Jaffar can certainly do it on his own,
me.
we are going to bring up Haji. And
Pure out.
unfortunately, that is also where we're going to end things for today. I know I hate to end on a cliffhanger, but we're already pushing well into our time here. So to all my friends, wherever you are, good morning, good evening, and good night. I'll catch you later. If you made it this far into the video, I just want to say thanks for watching, especially to those of you who have been with me since the beginning. I am still having a blast and very much enjoying the formation of this community with all of you. If you have any suggestions for videos you would like to see, please let me know, because I want to make even better content as we continue down this journey together. As always, if you enjoy what I'm doing here and want to support me, then you know what to do.
Comment, like, and subscribe.
And we'll see you in the next one.